Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Skeptic Bible Study. In this session, we're going to focus on some of the political implications of Christianity through history. Christian apologists like to sometimes claim that Christian values help to foster a love of freedom and democracy. As one example, Josh McDowell, in his book Evidence for Christianity, says in page 376 that Christian influence can be seen in a variety of wonderful things that we enjoy today, including representative government, civil liberties, the abolition of slavery, benevolence and charity, higher standards of justice, the elevation of the common man, a high regard for human life, pretty much everything except for apple pie in the kitchen sink, and I'm sure the only reason he didn't mention those is because he just didn't think of them at the time that he wrote this. Now, Josh, I would just like to know, what Bible did you read? Because there really is no question where the Bible stands on the issue of democracy. Would everyone please turn in your Bibles to Romans chapter 13, verse 1 and 2. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained by God. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. There you have it, the divine right of kings as established in the Bible. Now Jesus echoes this sentiment in Luke chapter 19, where he tells the charming story of a cruel king. In verse 14, but his citizens hated him, and sent a message after him, saying, we will not have this man reign over us. Now, if you're ever ruled over by a tyrant, make sure you never send him a letter saying that you hate his guts and that you wish he wasn't your king. In verse 27, this tyrant makes a decision, but mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither, and slay them before me. The moral of this story that Jesus tells is, if you don't like your king, die then. And according to St. Paul, you'll go to hell. This should come as no surprise, because Emperor Constantine was very influential in the establishment of Christianity, and he wanted a religion that would be the ultimate tool to control the masses. Peasants and slaves, obey your masters, and you'll be rewarded in the next life. Our founding fathers, most of whom were deists, were aware of the influence of Christianity over the ages, and James Madison, the principal author of our Constitution, had this observation. What influence, in fact, have ecclesiastical establishments had on civil society? In some instances, they have been seen to erect a spiritual tyranny on the ruins of the civil authority. In many instances, they have been seen upholding the thrones of political tyranny. In no instances have they been seen as the guardians of the liberties of the people. Rulers who wish to subvert the public liberty may have found in established clergy convenient auxiliaries. Ladies and gentlemen, the culture war is nothing less than the last great battle of the American Revolution. The oppressive dogmas of Christianity and the backward laws that are prescribed in this book are completely incompatible with modern concepts of liberty and justice. Search the Bible in vain for the words inalienable rights. The idea that God endowed us with the blessings of liberty is one that is consistent with deism, not Christianity. If you would like to know more, please visit godversusthebible.com. Thank you very much for listening, and may God's gift of reason light our way.